Silly Mahemen, welcome back to Tom Plays Civilization 6 for absolute beginners. We're back with Gilgamesh of the Sumerians. We have a delegation. That's good, and we have a terrible dilemma in which we technically have the ability to just get this Arabian settler for free, but that would mean really upsetting Saladin, and probably upsetting anyone who hears about it. And I also think it's kind of out of character for Gilgamesh. So, you know, honestly not that keen. I think I'm just going to... Oh, that's interesting. Barbarians everywhere. I wonder if the barbarians might take the settler. I'd hardly complain if I took it from barbarians. Okay, so we've discovered our first natural wonder. So if we go for a culture victory, that's given us a boost to astrology, it would be a really good idea if we could get that under our control. Get a city somewhere nearby. Have a new envoy. Oh yes, because we just developed mysticism. We really could do with a better... I think we'll stick with what we've got. Could do with a better government, really. You know, it's taking that long to get around to it. Maybe I could actually do this in a more formal way. I denounce him. I can declare war on him, because he does look quite weak at the moment. I still feel bad about it, but you've got to remember that civilization diplomacy is not its strong point as a rule, so the fact is he's going to declare war on us anyway. Sorry, I'm sort of thinking we really could do with another settler, could do with a builder, could do with a trader. I'm going to go for settler. Nothing more important than cities in civilization. Also, if we are going to declare war, I think it would be a good idea if we tried to become a suzerain of somewhere at least. There we go. So if you remember, I accidentally left the DLC. Well, one of the DLCs active. For this game. So we're moving towards hopefully a golden age. And I think we will have slightly more complex advisors as well. Who's this? Oh, it's Norway. Oh, fair enough. Let's go with another barbarian outpost. This is the other problem with declaring war on Cairo. We will... Got to wait 5 turns after denouncing. This isn't going well. discovered writing. Yeah, the other problem with being at war with the Arabians is that we won't have as many opportunities to conquer barbarian settlements. Let's send you down to defend Uruk. That's 45 for now. Okay, choose your next research. Well, astrology would be great because we need to make a religion, seeing as we have more or less burned our bridges with Saladin. We're going to upset him even further by founding our own religion. Can we build an encampment? We cannot. We don't have a suitable zone to make it. Right, let's make a monument. Let's get a bit of culture going. Really need to declare war. Formal war, right, I can declare war next turn. There's also a chance that the barbarians will still capture a settler, but then there's also a chance that they'll found a city, which we can, I suppose, take, but you know. I'm just hoping at least this won't make us mud quite the same in everyone else's eyes if we do it formally. Oh yes, we're going to upset this chap because we don't have a navy. Harold. Never mind. Didn't particularly call attention to it then, but we've made a bit more, taken advantage again of defeating a barbarian outpost, which is good. Okay, right, so we now have their undefended settler unit, which we've just got for free. I'm going to create an escort formation with the settler. Possibly try to get them out of here. Although I do wonder if we should actually try to completely defeat the Arabians now. I'm not doing very well against the barbarians actually, as if I do pull out we might find that they get defeated anyway. Production towards melee, anti-cavalry and ranged units. Now we probably need ranged units more than anything. Also production towards builders, that is worth remembering. So when we do want to make builders, we might want to switch. Okay, next one. We really need to think about governments. Military tradition, state workforce. Interesting. Open borders. Actually, almost any of these would be useful. Might go for state workforce, seeing as we got that through our barbarian conquest, simply because it's got the government plaza, which is something that's down to the DLC again. alert for needing more amenities. Oh boy. Ideally, we want to make our way down there to found a new city. Kish has a slinger, which may have to do. In terms of defence, I don't know whether we should really push to wipe Cairo from the map or not. I'm tempted. Maybe if I start bringing our new war cart up. Not new, our southern war cart. Okay, what do we have? Ah, right, so we're about to enter a new age. So leaving the ancient era. Which is fine. Could do with killing a unit with a slinger if possible, so at least the wall will help with that. Okay, I think let's go for masonry. We have a boost to it because we've built a quarry. So you see the eras are quite a big deal. It's giving us lots of warnings are about to end. What basically happens is we need to achieve as many wondrous events as we possibly can before the era ends, because that increases our chances of entering into a golden age. Right. Okay, I do want to found a religion, so let's hit a holy site. So this is our first district. We've actually got 3 possible districts now: holy site, campus, and encampment. Really need to start building ziggurats as well. So the holy site gains certain advantages from being in certain positions. You can sort of see these by the +1 faith. So mountains are good for campuses or holy sites as a rule. Also worth noting that it's showing us places that we don't currently own, so we need to pay 65 gold to buy this land before we can use it for a holy site. It's probably a good idea. The mountain's not going to go anywhere. Some of the other resources actually will. Like we could replace the wood tiles. Can't replace a mountain. So I'm going to spend 65 gold. Got 608. You can do that at any time from a city, it's just down here. And then we're going to build the holy site there. I'm doing that because I want to get moving on founding a religion. Not necessarily because we want a religious victory, but so that we're able to defend ourselves. Okay, settler. I'm actually going to create an escort formation with the settler. I'm going to head there. But yeah, the settler needs to be defended. Apparently this is a good spot for a city. It's nice and close to Yerevan anyway, who we are the suzerain of. So if we remain suzerain of them, they will help protect our city, which is worthwhile. I actually decided to keep exploring with this war cart, simply because our advantage in crushing the barbarian outposts is just too good, really. However, I wouldn't mind trying to take out this scout, especially because that will give us a boost towards archery, which we really could do with. Okay. Okay, I might actually literally go right on the edge of this one. Found the city in the sea, and just take as much land as we can. I don't want to clash too much of our existing cities, but at the same time it would be nice to have a city here. And then we can take the war cart back, I guess. Right, so we found the city on the coast. That gives us a boost to sailing, which is good. So we could actually do this as a ranged attack. Although it did seem like a ranged attack anyway. And that gives us a boost towards archery, which is great, because we definitely want archery. Okay, we have discovered another barbarian outpost, which is exactly what we were looking for, so that's good. New city, I need you to build a slinger first. Defense. Okay, so this is part of the DLC as well. We can appoint a governor. So they each have different abilities, which you can see. So we can, in effect, we can only have one of these per city. So you pick a city to put one in. So like currently in our capital city we're building a temple. So arguably it would make sense to have the cardinal there. However, we've also got the city of Kish, which we're going to want to be as powerful as possible militarily. We also really need to pick on some science if we can. So they've all got good points and bad points. Probably not going to act as an absolute expert in this one. This bishop, religious pressure to adjacent cities is 100% stronger from this city. Okay, let's start with him. So we're going to have a cardinal. I'm going to send him to Uruk, our capital city. It will take a while for him to arrive. We've discovered a state workforce. Okay, so we've gained a couple of new abilities. One to help us build wonders, one to help us maintain troops. We will want this at some point, but at the moment we're still fighting a lot of barbarians. So I think having the advantage over barbarians is worthwhile. I'm going to go with military tradition, I think. Just because we'll get it slightly faster. Move a slinger back to Kish and fortify. So we're probably going to be going for an archer next. I don't know whether we've got a chance of taking Cairo with just one war cart. It does seem a bit wishful thinking, to be honest. Ooh, getting a builder unit. I am very happy about that. Words cannot even express how happy I am about that. Excellent. In that case, I'm going to build one of these ziggurats, because I haven't done that yet. It gives us a +2 to science. So they're unique to the Sumerian civilization, and they should allow us to leap ahead in terms of science, which means we're probably looking at a campus next in Uruk, I think. Ancient era has nearly ended. Let's find another city. Going to make a farm on this wheat resource, which has given us a boost to irrigation. It's part of the reason I did it. Discovered another natural wonder. The Eye of the Sahara. Also discovered a new type of enemy, barbarian horse archer. Well, that doesn't look scary at all. Okay, so first move again should be a slinger. Really need to invent archery. But that's good, we've got 4 cities. That's a Arabian scout. Because if it is an Arabian scout, it's very foolish of them to move next to our walkout. Okay, I think we can... Oh, we've got another mine. Let's do that. Another quarry, sorry. They quite count as mines, even though you kind of feel like they should. Oh, we still would have major victory. I wasn't sure if it might be technologically advanced. The fancy shooting bows from horseback. But apparently not. Okay, so that's going to help Uruk. We're actually going to have a holy site 1 turn after the governor arrives. So it's probably a waste sending him here, really. And the only problem is whether our warcart's going to get attacked while it's damaged. He wants to make peace. I will accept. I will accept. I actually didn't really want to war with him anyway. I just wanted that settler for free. So, yeah. I think that was a little bit better. I was still possibly out of character for Gilgamesh, but... certainly given us a big plus in terms of, let's do archery, we really want to start building archers. Gives us a big plus in terms of gameplay. So our countries to commemorate in our history. Right, so this is, right, we have gained a golden age. So that's why this has turned golden. We've also discovered a military tradition, which has given us potentially manoeuvre, which will help us, I think, build war carts and other cavalry units. Also gain this for great generals. I am thinking still want to stick with what we have for now. So I think because we're in a golden age, or possibly in spite of it, so what we get is we're getting extra loyalty, which is great, and we can make a dedication which will give us powerful gameplay bonuses. So free inquiry, so any pluses we get will give us an extra boost, which is good because we get a lot of those. I think this is the equivalent for culture. Purchase civilian units with faith. It's cheaper to get builders and settlers, also good. Exodus of the evangelists. So this will give us a much better religion, which might allow us to turn the tables on Saladin. We could maybe actually convert his country, which will save us some trouble. So it looks like science primarily, but also a bit of gold. So we don't have any hubs or harbours. Oh, see, no, it's all science. Gives us science of that. Culture. This one appears to be more to do with building up a civilization, which admittedly is very tempting. And this one is to do with religion. But it might be worth it simply to allow us to defeat Saladin in religion early in the game. I think I'm going to go with this one, simply because we've started with religion. Choose a civic, right, early empire. Not even worth thinking about that one. Yerevan's given us a new quest, recruit a great scientist. We need campuses, and we've established Governor Moksha in Uruk. So he is now giving us pluses. Not entirely sure what pluses, but he's there. Okay. Sailing and irrigation. I think it's probably high time we got irrigation. Production. It's in Uruk. So, we have a few options. I do almost feel like we ought to double down on what we've done with the holy site and start building a shrine. What else have we got? Temple of Artemis. That's interesting. There's a wonder, Stonehenge, and the Oracle. So they're all potentially useful. food and housing. Just they're going to tie us up for quite a long time. Whereas I'm kind of thinking let's really push the religion angle. At least until Saladin is following whatever our religion ends up being. So great people basically are always brilliant to get, you always want them. And in this case, we're likely to be attracting a great profit because we built a holy site. It's usually the districts that do attract them. And the great profit is what we need to found a religion. Oh, city-state's been defeated. Okay, so we've got a couple of options. We can have a new governor, which I'm quite inclined towards, but let's just see what we can get. So he gives greater religious pressure. Actually, we are building holy site buildings, so let's do that. So we've just promoted him to Divine Architect. So anywhere we're building, basically how this works is Moksha, the Cardinal, we will send him to any city where we're going to start building holy sites and things, and buildings. And we'll probably also have him on the outskirts of the Empire, so we will likely be moving him soon. The Empire, +2 loyalty when they have a garrison unit could be useful. That's a DLC thing, because loyalty only comes in. +50 production to us settlers, very useful. And that makes us more able to purchase extra land. They're all useful, but I still at the moment want to keep God King active because we need to found a religion. Right, so this is our chance to finally get a better government. We really want this. So let's go straight for it. Unfortunately, we haven't met 3 city-states, but we don't have boost towards the others either. So we're just going to go for it because we need it. Okay, Kish. Kish. You, my friend, should have ancient walls. Ideally. Alright, I've actually got nowhere else, I don't think, to explore with this war cart. So I might move them back over here and see if any new barbarian outposts arrive. Let's make the most of the golden age we're having at the moment. Both of these people don't like us, which is unfortunate. Might be able to get Harold back on board if we work on a navy. With that in mind, let's do some sailing. We could also do with meeting some other civilization which we're more likely to get on with. So we're never going to get on well with Saladin because we're going to found our own religion, and we're never going to get on well with Harold because I'm not really big on navies. There's maybe people out there who are a better fit for what we're doing. Okay, so cheapest option is the wheel, by far, and we do have a boost towards it. And it looks like we have discovered a barbarian city. Okay, so I'm actually going to break with tradition and not going to attack it, simply because they seem to be giving Cairo a really hard time. So there's a chance that could take Saladin out for me. So I'm going to try to pull away, which I should be able to do because we are faster than them. Okay, Uruk, we are building again. So we've currently got a bonus to any holy sites, but we don't have any more buildings we can build. Let's build an archer because Uruk currently is undefended. Might build a war cart and send the war cart there. Is a defence for now. But yeah, I don't think Saladin is actually doing very well. I'm also wondering when my war car... Oh right, it's coming around. Right, brilliant. So maybe we can explore this way. That's fine. What I could do with doing, once these archers are built, is maybe massively spamming settlers, because we've got a lot of area here which we could theoretically settle. So we might want to change our policy, government policy, away from God King. On the other hand, I'm hoping we're about to gain a better government. So whichever one of these we pick might give us more policies. But yeah, we definitely want that policy that allows us to build settlers faster. Because we are certainly going to be building some. As many as we can. So you know I'm building ancient walls up here. City walls give big advantages for defence. I think there's also a policy that allows us to more cheaply upgrade units, which we could do with doing. Brilliant, we've got a great profit. Which is what we want. So the time has come to found our great new religion. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I actually have very little idea whom the ancient Sumerians worshipped. I have a feeling it's not going to be any of the ones on this list. Probably too early, even for Zoroastrianism. So let's do a custom one. I'm going to call it Enki, which is probably completely inaccurate in every possible way. I have a vague feeling one of the gods was called Enki. And I'm sorry to say that's actually the best I can do. Right, so you found a religion, and it doesn't matter what the religion is at this stage, but you basically pick a belief. So these will give you various advantages. So if you're going to build a lot of world wonders, this would probably be a good one. Just so it's education allows you to use faith. So we're going to build faith over time, and you can use it to purchase things. I'm not that keen on that because we probably need it for the religion wars themselves. Shrines and temples produce housing, which is good. We always need housing. You can get extra amenity if you have 2 specialty districts. Amenities are also good. We always need those as the cities grow. Warrior monks. Interesting. Could be useful. Feed the world. We can get food from our shrines and temples. Also very good. Reliquaries. Relics have a triple yield of both faith and tourism. Might be good for a culture victory. This one is one I often go for. Work ethic. +1 production for each citizen following this religion in the city. Choral music. We can get culture. I'm going to go for work ethic. Just too useful. So then we have another belief, which is similar. I think this one's to do with the buildings. Now I do very much like this one, scripture, religious spread. Because basically any cities we have, any cities that follow our religion, will gradually start to spread the religion peacefully. Whereas a lot of people get offended if you intentionally try to convert their cities. Saladin certainly will be offended, which is why I'm hoping we can do it at the start. So even though this is probably the one to go for if you're going for a religious victory, I think I might go for this because it's good for a not really going for religious victory. So this again, these things are why we have a golden age. The more of these things we get in this age, the less likely we are to have a dark age. That's the world's first religion. Gosh, we have done well. There you go. So we are now followers of Enki. Got a boost towards theology, which is great. So we're going to basically try to convert Arabia to Enki as quickly as possible. We've just made an archer. which means we need to move a war cart. One of the new things in Civilization 6 specifically is you generally can't have more than one military unit in one space. I think it's basically to deal with the thing where people would just absolutely stock cities full of military units. So I think we do have the option to form them into like corps and armies later, so you'll have up to 3, but at the moment... Okay, now I do want to go for a water mill in the main city. Ooh, do we want settlers first though? About to get a new political thing. Let's go for settlers. We're going to take that thing that allows us to build settlers faster, and we're going to move all of these cities to build one settler while we've got it. Sent us the delegation. That is most welcome. I will happily send one back. I'm actually quite surprised. Yes, please let us change. So you can generally only change government for free when you unlock a new one, otherwise you have a period of anarchy. So, autocracy gives us 2 military policies, 1 economic and 1 wild card. No diplomatic. We get plus production towards wonders, which I'm probably not building, and +1 to all yields for each government building and palace in a city. I don't think that's that good, to be honest. Classical Republic. Got a district, we're getting housing and amenity, and we get extras for great person points, and oligarchy. This gives us combat abilities and unit experience abilities. It also leaves us with a military policy. We're going to lose our military policy in the Classical Republic. Nonetheless, I'm planning on playing peacefully, so I might go for Classical Republic. So... okay, let's try it. I have a feeling we will get a permanent bonus as well for having been a Classical Republic if we're one for long enough. Right, so that means we could actually keep God King if we want. But we especially need plus 50% production to settlers. We've also now got a diplomatic policy, so there's a choice of 2. This one is when we meet new city-states and send our first envoy, it counts as 2. We haven't currently met any more city-states, so it's not much use. This one gives us extra influence towards envoys, so let's do that. And we've also got a wild card. We can have a great general or a great scientist. I want to play peacefully, so let's go for a great scientist. Yes. So we have discovered political philosophy. Looks good. But remember, we do need to push religion at least until Saladin has been defeated. Let's go for drama and poetry, simply because I don't think we're about to build a wonder, whereas we may research construction. If I remember. Okay, now has an archer. So we want them to start building a settler. Settlers all round is the plan. While we have that policy in place. Just really want to build 4 more cities. Basically, I want to make use of this space that we've got down here temporarily before other civilizations come into it. So we're going to temporarily take a hit to our units and such like, just so that we can really expand. It's well worth doing. We're quite lucky to have all this space available. Actually, let's move you there, because you can defend the settler when we get them. I'm kind of expecting more barbarian outposts to appear. We do often hear about it when they do. Oh, barbarian settler. I'm guessing Saladin did the same thing he did before and left the settler unit unguarded. In which case... we really should think about taking it. I wonder if there's any way he would give us access. Let's send him a... no. So I tried to send him a delegation, but he won't accept it. Make a deal. So I want open borders. So I've selected that as what I would like. What would it take? He wants 2 gold and then 3 gold for 30 turns. It's a lot, but it might be worth it if we can get a settler. Plus, hopefully he'll consider that to be to his advantage. Doesn't actually show it, but if that's the case, he may think slightly better of us. So I'm hoping we can take this settler from the barbarians before Saladin does. I see they've done a lot of damage. Okay. Right, so apparently if we do construction, we will get a boost towards a culture. So let's do it. We also should build a watermill as soon as we can, which I think is going to be in Uruk. I think we might still be early enough to get the boost. Okay. Thing is, I don't really want to fight these barbarians for Saladin, so I'm going to try and double round them if I can, because they're still giving him a tough time. No, apparently they're going to attack us whatever we do, so fine. If that is what you want, I will come and crush you. That's it, run away. Okay, we've gained a boost to engineering because we've built city walls, which is good. Give me that settler. Finished our archer, so Eridu should now switch to settlers as well. In fact, everyone should switch to settlers. Send envoy. Okay, we need to recruit a great scientist, but interesting. Harold's sent his diplomat to try to become suzerain of Kandy. In fact, he has become suzerain of Kandy. So we're going to try and combat that. Get out of my way. Need more food in Okay, new settler. Well, first let's join them up with the war cart. Let's not make the same mistakes as Saladin. Right, we need to build a watermill in Uruk in order to get a boost to construction. Hopefully it will arrive in time. 7 turns, yeah, it should do. Should give us a boost when we need it. Change policies. Do we have any policies that we wish to change? Right, our new one is literary tradition. I'm going to keep with the scientist for now. Where has that settler gone? Oh, there we are. Right, theology. We have a boost because we found a religion, so let's go for it. Slight danger. There we go. Brilliant. Right, so you two connect together. And I'm just going to hope that I don't get destroyed. You two connect together. So, the settler. Where should we go next? Well, it's a little tricky. I do kind of like to keep my countries together, but at the same time I'm quite tempted by having that wonder. I'm also tempted by like coming over here and stuffing the expansion of the Norwegians a bit. Might go for this one. While we can. Because it's going to be 9 turns before that one's built. Ouch. Okay, that's very unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to just have to hope that Saladin isn't willing to risk my wrath by taking the undefended settler. How the tables have turned. Right. Well, let's try and get you to Kish. And I'm going to send these warriors up to accompany you. In fact, no I'm not. What I'm going to do is you can take over accompanying that settler. I'm going to break this escort formation and send you up to Kish. Good grief. Put you guys together and then carry you on. I hope this is all making sense, the escort formations, breaking and making them. On the plus side, we've lost a war card, but we have gained another settler. We got a watermill, it gave us the full boost, so we're now only 2 turns from construction. And Uruk is ready to build something. Now at this stage I would often go for city walls. I'm actually wondering if I should... No more holy site buildings, are they? Now let's do a campus, because we do need a great scientist if possible. So I might actually put them here next to the mountain again. There we go. You just skip turn and wait. Discovered theology, so we've lost God King now, which is fine. Okay, so we can either increase our holy site adjacency bonuses, which is the equivalent of the God King, or we can do +1 production in all cities. Honestly, I think urban planning might be more useful. I think what we should maybe do is do that and try to start building holy sites and buildings in other locations. Should we not have a boost from having researched construction? Oh, we probably haven't finished it yet, but we will do very shortly. Okay, we've got a new envoy. Still need to recruit a great scientist, but let's try and take this suzerainty away from Harold. You skip a turn again. I have to say, even though I'm playing peacefully, there's our boost, I'm quite worried about our military. I don't think we have enough troops and we might be risking being attacked. We have a boost to engineering, so I think we should take advantage of that. And we should also try and get another boost by maybe building a trade route or some such thing. Okay, let's see, how about we build a city near Candy so we can compete with them for resources, especially since Harold is currently their suzerain. Okay, it's fine. We've got settlers in So the idea is we're going to found a city here and then send the warrior back to accompany this settler. So now has an option to build things. I'm going to go for a watermill again because that helps us to build more things. So it's like a long-term investment, which is always preferable. Must hurry up with the religion though. I'm not taking advantage of this golden age properly. In fact, can we build anything? Let me just come to Uruk. So there's not a number of options here. This one is purchase an item with faith. Yeah, we can. We can purchase missionaries. There we are. We should get moving. We've got a load of faith, so the plan is let's flood Cairo with missionaries, see if we can convert Saladin before he ever becomes a threat to us religiously. Okay, so you move there, you guys are going to join up. Production here, I'd better be an archer. Taking a bit of a risk here. You guys link together, and then I want you to go there. You guys are linked together. No orders to give you. Right, brilliant. So I don't think he can stop us yet. Does he have a religion? He doesn't. He's got a pantheon, but he doesn't have a religion. So he might not even be able to get upset, which would be amazing. So Uruk, I can get them. I'm going to build 2 more missionaries. You're generally limited to 2 in one city at a time. And I think that's only because I've got a shrine. If I doubt I could build them anyway if I didn't. I'm just going to send them all up towards Cairo. This is brilliant. It's like the major danger of Saladin is as a religious person. I think the barbarians have just really crushed him though. The last time I saw his city they were all like pillaged. It's like he's actually been nearly defeated by barbarians, which is bizarre. Okay, extra housing, not that interested. New civic. Okay, well no one's declared war on us yet. We haven't built an encampment, which we really should be doing. And we haven't built 2 campus districts. Right, I'm going to go with military training because it's only 10 and I don't think we're going to get the boost in time. Although encampment should be next on the list for Kish, I think. Whew. Right, so the missionary is in place, so let us start converting them. I think this might be his only city, but if it's his capital city in any case, it's likely to be the main one. So it's just a spread religion. You have to be adjacent to a city to do it. I think he is Enki now. So that's it. In terms of religion, we've defeated him without even trying, almost. Right, so I guess we'll move all our missionaries down, but yeah. So this is going to be interesting. Saladin's going to be playing a completely different game. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure. I don't know, he just seems in such a bad way with the barbarians. I have my doubts as to whether he's ever going to recover anyway. But hopefully it'll give us a better chance to make peace. Okay, he wants open borders with us and he's going to give us some money to do it. I would rather not. Sorry, Harold. Because I think that's going to be a precursor to either attacking us or settling our lands. Yeah, let's start moving all missionaries out. So we're just going to try to convert anyone we find. I don't think the barbarians can attack missionaries, which is good. But yeah, I'm not sure it was worth making that the focus of our golden age. Oh no, apparently our missionaries can be killed by barbarians, which is annoying. I was not aware of that, so there you go. Do not send your missionaries over near barbarians. Right, so I'm now going to build a temple because we still currently have Governor Moksha, who should allow us to build temples more quickly. But we've now built a campus which will help us towards getting a great scientist, which is our mission with Yerevan. And we will start building science buildings as well. Once our remaining settlers have been done. Great person. We have a great scientist. And he will trigger a Eureka for mathematics. Oh, it's Euclid. And one random technology. Excellent. And that has fulfilled that mission, so we got another envoy there. We've also just gained an envoy. So we gained one in Yerevan anyway, so let's send someone to Kandy. And we need to send Euclid to our campus. That's advanced us towards military tactics and has also given us a boost to mathematics, which is great. So the great people generally, apart from the great prophet who's necessary, they give you an advantage in that field. I mean, great generals and admirals are a little different because they can obviously help you in battle after battle. The great scientists, writers, they're all kind of different, to be fair. The great scientists kind of give you a boost. They're a bit like great engineers and great merchants, really, in that respect. Yeah, we're going to have to watch Lagash in terms of loyalty. We might want to try and come up with a governor who can help with loyalty, really. Warcart, do we want... You know, I'm not sure. I might want to send the Warcart up there. Apart from anything else, we need to accompany a settler. I don't think we'll be settling over there. I'm also wondering about the barbarians, whether they're going to start attacking Kish. Although, honestly, Kish's got city walls quite well defended. I might actually, if we just click on Sumeria, I'm going to upgrade them to an archer. There is a policy that can make that cheaper, but I don't think we have it as an option yet. So Kish. I was going to build an encampment with Kish. Probably still could, to be fair. Let's purchase this land and we'll build an encampment there. We don't really need it so much because I don't think that Arabia is really a threat anymore. But at the same time. Right, so might need to look at ways to improve loyalty, but for now let's start with an archer. Because this city, Lagash, assuming we manage to keep it in terms of loyalty, is going to be our bastion against Norway. So, yes. So who's this? Larak? Where's Larak? Oh, right. Yep, also need an archer. Tend to start every city with building a ranged unit for defence. I just kind of think it's prudent. Where's that war cart? I don't want them to miss each other. Seriously, where's my war cart gone? I was sending them up there to help. Oh, here we go. Right, let's send you there. Just see you meet up. Okay, so we've got a missionary here. So what I want to do, if possible, is convert... Do we want to convert Yerevan? It looks like they're going to be converted anyway. I think we're better off converting Tromso because they're currently Protestant. Hoping Harold won't mind. Right, I'm going to apologise again. So we did this before. It does have a shelf life, so as long as we don't settle anywhere near them for, you know, 50 turns or so, we will be considered to have kept our promise to him, and then we can settle near him again. But realistically, it was a bit risky anyway. There's a danger he could actually take control of it, simply because he lives nearby. Okay, well, there are a lot of things we could do. Iron working currency. Not currently working towards any of these, really. Which is annoying and a shame. How close are we to an iron mine? I'm sure I saw iron somewhere. There is iron down here. We need to build builders. Lots of builders. I'll tell you what, my least likely thing to build is probably going to be 2 galleys. So let's go with that. It's not too expensive. But we really need to start building builders next. We've only got 1 settler left anyway, so... we can maybe change the policy. This rate, they're practically going to have settled the city by the time they even meet up with the war cart. Still, not a bad thing. Ooh boy. I am not liking that. In fact... okay, so this is the thing. One of the reasons I put this city here was to try and block any expansion. So we're now going to look at purchasing land. I'm going to purchase this land because it contains copper. I'm going to purchase this land, and I'm hoping that will stop them being able to get their units through here. We're basically deliberately blocking them. Which is a bit antisocial of us. Why is this in purple? I'll try and buy it anyway. Got a resource that we want. Okay. Unfortunately, there is a very big danger that this is going to really annoy him. It would certainly annoy me. But, nevertheless. Oh, this is a missionary. What am I doing? Defend the missionaries. Oh. Okay. Okay, we've got a missionary here. We do actually need to convert Lagash, to be fair. Oh, sorry, we're actually over here anyway, so we're doing Chomzo. We'll see if that annoys him now. It may not be one that cares that much about religion. So he may be fine as long as we're not attacking him. We do need to settle this land as quickly as we can. You know, without actually settling anywhere near him. Okay. Still Christian, Protestant, sorry. Oh dear. Not welcome among my people, I must ask that you remove them immediately. Now the funny thing about this is that the people who say this to you almost invariably then go and proselytize you instead. But at the same time, I'm going to accept this because I'm trying to be peaceful. So it looks like I did succeed in converting them. So I'm not sure what my missionaries are actually going to do now. I suppose convert my own cities and, to be fair, the city-states. Although I think they're on the way in any case. But yeah. Okay, let's move you there. Link you two up. Ah, you see, he's gone round us. which is a bit annoying. I suppose I should have seen that coming, one of them being a seafaring nation, obviously. Right, so 50% production towards settlers. I now want to change to 30% production towards builders. We have a great scientist, but I think I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's settle there for now. Missionary near Kandy. Kandy is now a religion anyway. Let's send you over to Lagash because it looks like Lagash is in danger of being converted to Protestantism. Yeah, likewise, you go to Lagash. Just going to use these missionaries up because they can't be used for defence, really. Now then. Continuing attempts to block them. I'm not sure it's going to work, to be honest. Next, Civic. And, well, I'm hoping we'll never be the target of a declaration of war, so let's go for that one. We need to build another campus district. Let's go for Kandy, because he's going all out on that one. I need something to increase Lagash's loyalty though. I'm very concerned about that. Missionary, same deal, I think. Let's make sure Lagash is firm. So the plan is we're going to start building a load of builders because we've now got a plus towards building builders as our policy, so we need to make the most of it. We also need to sort out the loyalty, and we probably want to send this fella to another city, one which is going to build religious buildings. But I might keep him there for now because I don't have any current plans to do that. So, builder. But yeah, a bunch of our, I think, scientific bonuses were related to improving areas, which is something we need builders for. I'm basically just massively bombing Lagash because I want to make sure they're firmly Enki. Hopefully they will keep Tromso Enki as well, just through the religious spread, which we do have very powerfully. Okay, Saladin wants open borders. I'm going to refuse that one as well. I would like the money. Yeah, this just isn't working. We're not going to be able to keep him out. So unfortunately, Lagash is possibly going to end up being out on a limb, which I didn't want. Unless I can settle here fairly quickly. Well, the problem is if I do settle there, will I be breaking that promise? Well, Selavi, they've at least made an awful lot of cities. Maybe I can bring my war cart over to get in his way. Unfortunately, I don't think we're actually building any more settlers now. So, oh, we've got this one, Eridu. What happened to the warrior? Oh, he's still protecting Lagash, isn't he? Right, in that case, maybe we should bring the war cart up to Eridu to protect that settler. So I suppose we could try sending them down here, but I would like to claim this land here, seeing as he's already got that one, mostly. I'd like to claim the wonder in case we go for a culture victory. So, you guys, do you have an archer yet? No, of course not, you've only just been built, so you need to build an archer. Okay. But anyway, we've gone massively over, sorry about that. I got a bit involved, what with the war and everything, and the whole religious war. I feel like we've done pretty well. So we've got a couple of free settlers, one from Saladin, one from the barbarians, who presumably took it from Saladin. He, sad to say, is very reduced. He still only has one city. He's thoroughly under our religion. So he's not going to be the big religious contender he usually is. I don't think he's going to be a contender at all, to be honest. think he's basically just going to sit there. Thinking about this, actually, we should probably... we don't have enough money. I was just thinking we could block Saladin from coming through here. Not that it matters, there's no way he can really settle now anyway. Very worried about this settler. Not happy about them gaining access to these lands at all. I was kind of hoping to nick them all for myself. But to be fair, it is a bit greedy. Mostly I'm just worried about being cut off from Lagash. Oh, is its loyalty increasing? Oh, its loyalty is increasing. Oh, that's good. I wonder if that's because of the religious conversions we've done. Maybe I should even lay off them and go and do Yerevan. Yeah, maybe keep this one where it is. Just make sure. Basically, when you do a conversion, it increases the level of that religion in the city. So it's still worth doing conversions even once the city's officially converted. But you can see we've spread the word of Enki all over the place. So this, I think, is showing that Enki is going down, even though it's currently the dominant religion. So I think that will end up reverting to Protestantism, which seems to be Norway's favoured religion. So yeah, might go back to building lots of settlers after a bit, but let's just spam some builders. Hopefully I will remember that next turn. But yeah, next time. But that's it for now. I hope that all made sense. There's a bit more happening than last time. But I've gone massively over time, so that's not really a surprise. But I will leave it there, and I will see you next time.